Let's figure out how to set this thing up. Does not make it easy on me. What's happening? Just trying to figure out a spot to set the phone so I can keep it on, you know? I'll just take it off the charger for now. Phone's gonna die hella fast anyway because for your life phone, but whatever, I'll survive. So what's going on, guys? Getting some work done on the Miata because found a few issues with it. As you guys know, if you guys watched the last video, you know I sold the Del Sol, so that means daily duties have been put onto the Miata. So the Miata has to be in tip-top shape if I'm gonna be driving this thing every day. So I kind of went over it. I already ordered a bunch of parts for it over there. Pretty much all suspension stuff for the most part. But right now I was gonna go change out the engine mounts, which is what I'm kind of working on at the moment. Gotta get those suckers out. But I found when I popped the hood to film the engine shaking, I checked my manifold, and sure enough, I have a crack right there. So now I gotta pull this turbo off, pull the manifold off, re-weld that manifold, and I gotta change the manifold gasket anyway, because this gasket, the main one, is pretty much shot. I got a fat exhaust leak coming down from here. Yeah, I'm in Arizona. So yeah, change this gasket out, re-weld the manifold since it's got that hairline crack now. Make sure that the manifold is flat, because this is the second gasket that I've blown out. So I really want to make sure that, you know, my flange is flat. But yeah, this is just a lot of work. I'm letting the stuff cool down right now. Ooh, that's still very hot. Because I gotta pull the freaking, I'm trying to figure out if I can do this without taking the turbo apart, like taking the lines and stuff off. I have to take the downpipe off. And I can get to these 3 bolts here, but this one down here, like that holds the turbo to the manifold, is really hard to get. So I don't know how well this is gonna go without taking the coolant lines off and whatnot. But we're just out here, solo, kicking it. Oh, and I picked up some new Milwaukee tools yesterday because Home Depot was having a sale. I got this impact driver, I got a 1/4 inch, whatever, yeah, normal size drill, Sawzall, another electric ratchet, a magnetic flashlight, 2 batteries, a charger, and a carrying bag, and it was like 200 bucks. So this Milwaukee impact driver though, definitely nice. Has a lot more torque than this Harbor Freight one. Definitely not done with this guy though. It has its uses, but yeah, just saying. Harbor Freight, not bad. Milwaukee, better. Home Depot, you the man. But yeah, so we're just working on this. I just started getting things apart, got the intake off, got my turbo blanket off. And if you guys, I just filmed a little clip for it. And just for the video explaining it, but obviously you guys see kind of how the turbo, the exhaust housing is all discolored and stuff because of the heat. Well, my turbo blanket, I don't really want to touch this because it's fiberglass, but you can see like my little thing is melted there, and the inside is pretty well worn, I would say. That means it's doing its job. But even with the turbo blanket, look at my heat shield. That's brutal. And I see people that run, whether it be turbo Miatas or turbo Hondas, and people don't run turbo blankets, they don't run heat shields. You guys are just asking for trouble. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was working on getting this stuff off, so make sure the camera is rolling too, I suppose, so we can film. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, well, I'll stick with that angle, I guess. But yeah, just trying to put in work. Oh wait, you know, that's a 12. Oh well. 13, go. Got it anyway. Turbo integrators are fun. I'm just not one for like loads of power though. I'm one, ooh, that's hot still. I'm one for practicality and reliability. Goodness gracious, very hot. So that's why this 200 horsepower is totally good for me. I mean, whenever I get the tune finalized, like finished up on a dyno, I'm sure I'll be just over 200, maybe 205, 210 tops, but that's more than enough power for this car. Like this, it's so much fun and it's reliable. This motor is good till like 250 all day, and it's usable power. Like the Del Sol was only making about 250, and half the time, like first through, I don't know, almost a third, depending on the weather and the tires, is useless because it just spins. Unless you got the tires, you got the suspension and all that, to put the power down, it's pretty much useless. What am I looking for? 13. Can't use that. I have to use something. Oh wait, I gotta take the. Oh shoot! I don't remember how I did the downpipe. Do I have to disconnect it from down here? I forget. I made this crap myself, but I don't remember my order of operation because this downpipe, as you can see, is not exactly straight. So it's a little difficult to remove. Especially since my oil line actually runs through it. Which is why I have this heat wrap here. But, boy, I don't really know. Do I want to take it off? Do I want to leave it? Do I want to try it? Everything's so freaking hot. Whatever, I'm gonna try getting, I don't even know if I can get that. I had to have taken that off because I changed out this manifold gasket recently, a couple months ago. Yeah. Okay. We're definitely going to need to get this downpipe flange off. What are you guys up to today? What's up from New Mexico? What's up from Canada? Hey. How do I flip this thing around? Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna set y'all there while I try and wiggle this thing out. Oh, it's going. Getting Miata stuff done. Oh boy. Here. I forgot my O2 sensor. What is EFT? I don't know what EFT is. You guys played the new Call of Duty yet? I just bought it yesterday, and it's fun. It's not gonna work. Okay, we'll just leave it there. Oh, it's came from yeah, haven't heard of that. I'm not a PC gamer. I used to be a lot more into gaming. I was never a PC guy though. I never got that into it. But obviously, I don't know. Nowadays, I just don't have too much time for video games. But the new Call of Duty is pretty fun. I think the last good Call of Duty was World War II. I personally love that game. Come on now. Come on. Modern Warfare I played a lot of, but I don't know, I just kind of played it for lack of option, I guess. But Cold War seems pretty fun so far. I just wish they would have loaded the game right off the bat with more guns and stuff, or more weapons, I should say. I don't know if I can say guns without getting demonetized. But it's fun. I like it so far. The spawns, as usual, for the most part, are pretty trash. I can't see it. Why won't you? Okay. Black Ops 2. Yeah, Black Ops 2 was amazing. I played the piss out of that in high school. World at War was actually... Between World at War and COD 4, I think those are my favorite. Wow, these bolts are cooked. It's still very, very hot. I should be wearing gloves because this is... I'm just going to keep burning myself and I'm going to keep on saying, wow, this is hot. Like I don't already know. Oh dear. I've been having, like, sealing issues with all my exhaust components since I went turbo. No, I never really come out to Phoenix. I don't want to get my car stolen. I don't want to get shot. And I have no business out there other than when I go to visit somebody or I go to a meet or something. But even then, I mean, it's... Wow, that's rare. It's far. I mean, I'm obviously out here in Apache Junction, Mesa area, so it's like a 45-minute drive for me to get to Central Phoenix, and I just got no business out there. I definitely could have made this easier myself if I would have just probably made this little adapter myself. Fudge. It's hot. I said it 20 times already, but it's hot. Oh wait, camera's still rolling. Oh well. Okay, well, good for me to waste battery and footage, I guess, but whatever. We don't care, because that's what jump cuts are for, right? But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying is I've been having sealing issues with my exhaust components since I boosted it. And I don't know, like I said, I've blown out 2 manifold gaskets now. My turbo manifold to turbo bolts keep on, what was it? One of them for sure keeps on getting loose. I already lost one, had to replace it, which was a pain because it was like the hardest to reach one. And I don't really, oh dear. And then these downpipe flange bolts, every now and again will come loose. And it's not like I'm beating the snot out of the car. Like, there's definitely some times where I get the manifold and everything cherry red when I'm out at the canyon. But it's not like I'm doing that every single day. Like, so that's the only issue that I've really had with this car, with the turbo setup. You know, these bolts are getting cooked. Is just bolts backing out. I don't really know what to do. I don't know where my stool went. I'm very short. Put the car up too high. I don't know what to do about this. Oh, my sensor's right here. That's what I can do about it. So, wait, how did I? Oh, okay. I don't see. One good thing about building a reliable setup like this is that you don't have to take it apart much. So when you do, you forget how you do stuff. Would you travel to Indiana at some point? You know, I don't know. Sorry, I had a text I was reading. I don't have anything in Indiana. I don't even know what's out there. I think I've driven through it twice or something. Wasn't very interesting to hear. Downpipe leaks. I have the same V-band CX kit on my Miata. Well, mine's not a CX Racing. I built mine. Actually, wait. My manifold is an OBX manifold. I flattened the flange out, like I trued it out on a belt sander. There's one spot that I did miss a little bit, so I could probably take it to my belt sander just to, while I have this all off, I may as well. But my V-band stuff, it took me forever because I found out that I warped my V-band just a little bit when I welded it, because I didn't know a good trick when you're welding V-bands is to attach the V-bands together with the clamp, so that way it doesn't warp or have a heat sink or some sort of thing to take some of the heat out of the clamp while you're welding. So I flattened mine out and I don't have a V-band leak anymore, but now I just have gasket leaks and bolt it's backing out. Freaking thumb is thanks for the time video. Yeah, hopefully you find that useful. Tried to make it as well instructed as I could. And I almost spent $130 on a Blue Yeti microphone because that's the best one for like podcasts, live streamers and stuff like that. So I can make a really good voiceover, but I just had to cheap out and just use that and make it like 2 separate videos and combine the audio, and it was a pain. So hopefully that video you found it useful because I put a lot of effort into it. Yeah, no, Phoenix is totally from, I don't know, all I know is jackings, people getting shot for no reason. Oh, what am I leaking? What is that? I don't know where liquid came from. Just feels like water. Doesn't smell like anything, so I think it is water, but sorry, breaked out, spaz. I'll have to figure that out. What was I just even holding that was wet? Is that my water fitting? Why is my water fitting with? What? I can't tell if that's coolant or not. I hope that's not leaking. I mean, I can always redo it. Still, shouldn't have to. Oh, no, that is leaking because I got a bad fitting. Joy. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to order a new -6 fitting. But yeah, no, I don't like Phoenix. I don't feel safe when I go to downtown Phoenix in any of my cars. I've heard too many things about people getting jacked at lights or whatever, followed home from meets. So I don't want to deal with it. And like I said, I just don't have any business to go out there. Bite washers. Yeah, I suppose I could try that. My manifold flange bolts are just kind of pieced together because it's crappy stuff that doesn't fit together that well. So I kind of had to make shift with the bolts. Star washer, okay. Lock washers expand and loose. Star washer. Yeah, that makes sense. So kind of like the the factory bolts for like rounds and stuff. I don't think I have one around here that I took off right now, but I know what you mean. Because yeah, right now I'm just using, I mean, these ones are just normal washers, so I think those ones, yeah, I'll switch out, but gosh, that's frustrating. Okay, well, lesson learned with buying super cheap. It's not like leaking like profusely, but if I wiggle the clamp around, it's kind of leaky. I don't know. Where'd it go? Okay, it's all zoomed in. Yeah, right there, you can kind of see that fitting, how it's kind of wobbling around. And if I mess with it enough, I can get, yeah, drips of water coming out of there. You can see it's kind of wet down there. I like the Del Sol. Del Sol was fun. I mean, it's definitely an interesting car, but if you're comparing it to any other roadster on the market, honestly, everything else beats it. The Del Sol just doesn't have a lot to offer besides Honda reliability and a back window that rolls down. Because in terms of convertibles, it's not a true convertible because only the roof comes off, not the whole thing or whatever. I guess take that with a grain of salt. But then in terms of like structural integrity, like the Miata with the top off compared to the Del Sol with the top off, Miata blows it out of the water every day. Like, this car feels pretty sound as long as you got good door bushings. And the Del Sol just literally feels like it's going to blow itself apart with the roof off. Like, I've driven a couple that didn't have my brace in it, and it's just intimidating. I don't like it. It's scary. It does not feel safe. And I can't get this downpipe out. So that's not going to be fun. I think I have to take this manifold totally off. But Del Sols are definitely cool. They're unique. They're fun. I was over it. They have a much better community than a good chunk of the Honda scene, though, I gotta say that. More of the Del Sol people actually have respect. More of them actually use their brains than a good chunk of like the typical Hondas and stuff. Like, a lot of the Civic guys are just special, per se. The DA community, a lot of those guys are huge douchebags because they're all about that, like, OEM plus life, and if you're not about that, then you're just stupid or you're just a piece of trash. And then, you know, that's just my experience with the Del Sol stuff, though. It's cool, but I'm just needed to move on, needed to make money, needed to reinvest money. Some of the money is going into the Miata here for more content and for just a all-around safer, better car for me. And some of the money is going towards tools and stuff for my business, side work, whatever you want to call it. Shout out Dallas. Where do you learn to weld and what processes? My coworker taught me the basics of pretty much how to set it up at Hassport, and the rest of it was self-taught because I wanted to learn. And then I just do MIG welding and I do TIG. I don't know the actual terms for it, GMA and what blah blah blah, whatever it is, but you get the gist of it. So I do TIG, I can do stainless, I can do mild steel, I can do aluminum. Big pigeon. About to reinvest some of this money, Del Sol money, into a secondary bottle setup, so secondary regulator and stuff, so I can start back purging, so I can offer like high quality back purge welds on downpipes and stuff. There goes my gasket. Ouch. Yeah. Nice. But yeah, no, for me in welding, I'm pretty much completely self-taught. I just find it very interesting and very fun to do. And I'd like to think I'm decent at it, so find something you're good at and stick with it. It's always good to learn new things, but obviously everybody has their niche, and for me it seems like welding may just be that niche. I'm not the best mechanic. I do what I need to do, and I can do some decent stuff, but it's not like I've never built an engine or stuff like that. Like, I have my comfortability levels. Oh, come on. What if I drop it down? O2 sensor is not making this easy. Okay, yeah, I think that O2 sensor has to be out for me to do this unless I can somehow snake this out this way. There's just no room. Come on. Yeah, no, I struggle with aluminum just because I was doing decent with it for a while, and then I ran into an issue where I had a leaky torch, and I was just learning still, and I didn't know like it matters what you cut your material with. Like your blades can't have already been used on steel and stuff like that. You need to have super clean, all that good jazz, and that just made it a little intimidating. Did I get it? Aha! I got it. So I can do aluminum. I'm just not the best at it anymore. I'm very, like you said, intimidated by it. I get freaked out by it now. It's stressful for me. Gosh, I got just a little bit of that freaking turbo blanket in my hand, and it does not feel good. It's very itchy. Okay. Oh wait, I suppose I could have filmed that, huh? Well, too late for that. I'm not putting that thing back in. So we're just gonna do some B-roll, eh? Okay, good enough. Well, what's next? I don't want to take these fittings off. Because fittings mean mess, and mess means cleanup, and less fluids, and stupid bleeding the cooling system and crap like that. Which I don't like to do, because it's time consuming and boring, and well, I mean, I can almost access my engine mount. I mean, I suppose I don't even need to be up here, but I mean, it helps. Okay, I mostly don't want to take this other fitting off right here, because this fitting is really, really hard to get to. As you can see, there's no room. I mean, this one's not much better. And then I just hate dealing with the oil lines, because I'm always afraid, like, it's not gonna, you know, seal again, even though it's a compression style fitting, in fittings, whatever. I just don't like dealing with them. But you know what? Such is life. I can at least access this kind of bottom back bolt. I remember it's like a 10 and 11 back there. I appreciate you, Devin. 10 and 11, so I gotta get my wrenches. My bolt setup on the turbo manifold is very, for lack of a better word, ghetto, because the holes weren't totally true, and it's very, very thick. I can't read that, and that's so reflective. The bolts aren't totally centered, just between the downpipe and the manifold, or not the down, the manifold and the turbo. So it's like I had to use 3 normal size, like M10, M12s, whatever, and then I had to use like one really skinny guy. And the skinny guy is the one that I'm trying to do right now. That's been giving me issues. I just don't remember what is what, like which one is which direction or orientation. So I'm assuming that would be, oh yeah, see, that one's already loose. Maybe, well, kind of. I don't know. I can't even get my hand down there. Oh, like this. There just ain't no room for this. You know what? Do I really need to take this turbo off the manifold? I don't. I don't need to take this turbo off the manifold, so you know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to just suck it up. I'm going to take the lines off. I'm going to pull the whole thing as a whole, and I'm going to just take the whole turbo and everything into the weld shop, and then weld it that way. Because I don't want to, well, I guess, whatever, I guess I have to take this off anyway. So, what is that? 14 mil? I don't know. Let's go see. I don't have 14 mil out here though, do I? We'll take these ones, we'll put these away. Yeah, everybody buys stickers. I am actually, besides throwing my wrenches, I'm about to maybe release, I posted a picture on Instagram on my story. It was the Integra. It's a new Toge Night sticker. Instead of it being like the Miata where it's like galactic, like normal galactic, it's like a blue galactic with the blue blue Integra So if you guys would be interested in that, I will probably be making those if I get enough interest in them, because the freaking Lonely Cloud stickers, everybody on Instagram was like, oh yeah, I'll buy one, and then I've sold 3, so or 4, so I don't know what that tells you. It tells me that people don't give a damn, and it tells me that I also don't know what size wrench I need for all this crap. So it's not a 14, not a 15, so what does that make it? Well, I'm assuming this is my -6 AN because I marked it as such. So what do I normally use for? I feel like it's 9/16. I know it's some stupid fitting because it's in a. I had the line. Yep, I had the oil line made at a local place here. So now, okay, well I broke that loose. Now I gotta go and film me actually removing it. Sorry, there's noise and like smacking my phone all around. Yeah, if you guys ever wonder what goes into, like, if you don't make your own videos already and you don't know how this goes, it's very, very time consuming. And if you ever wonder, like, or wish, like, the person you're watching, whether it be me or anybody else that isn't, like, directly doing just this stuff, put more of the actual labor in their videos, think of how long it takes you to do a task, and then try and get camera angles in there, and then filming, and then making sure you got good lighting, and all that. So half the time I don't film a lot of the mechanical part of doing this stuff because it's just very, very time consuming. Okay, well we're not leaking oil, so that's good. That was my main concern. So we're gonna stuff this thing over there. I know for a darn tootin' fact I am going to be pissing coolant out of this watch because the cooling system still has pressure. Let's scroll. Yeah, stickers are $5 a piece. They're on my big cartel as well as some of the braces. So actually I still have. See, this is the other thing, is like when people were commenting on my Del Sol thing, my video premiere last night, they're like, oh, so if you sold the Del Sol, does that mean you're not going to be making braces anymore? And it's like, dude, nobody's buying the stuff that I have anyway. I've sold 14 braces in total. I've kept track with invoices and stuff. This is a Del Sol 3-point. This is a Del Sol 3-point. This is an EK rear 4-point. I don't know if it fits a coupe because I don't have a coupe to test it on. Nobody's bought that yet, so that's for a hatch. I've got a Del Sol 2-point brace here, and then I've got an EK front 2-point brace as well. And it's like, when people message me or when people comment and they're like, oh, you should make this, you don't understand how frustrating that is or how discouraging that is, because you know, I've definitely learned that the people that suggest you make something are going to be the first ones to just like completely avoid you at all costs and actually make that product. So I don't know, it's frustrating as hell, and I don't have the money to be going out here and making all this stuff that people suggest I should make or think that I can make a killing off of, because chances are, if you're thinking, like, I don't know, I can go on about this, and I'm sure any other small business owner could. It's just frustrating, and people just don't hold up to their word. People just tickle your ears, per se, and I don't like my ears being tickled. We don't play that. We're here to make money, we're here to make videos, and have a good time, and just pay our bills. And it's hard to do that when people just tickle your ears. Why did I do this to myself? How do I even do this? Can I even take this line off? Do I have to take the line off there? I definitely don't want to take the line off there, but I might have to. And this one doesn't even fit. So how is that a -6 wrench if it don't fit my -6? This is kind of crap that I gotta deal with. It sucks. I have another wrench that says -6. One wrench. Okay, I don't know. We'll see if it works. Which one did I? Okay, I just used that one. That one's a no-go. Okay, but this one does fit. That makes no sense. But we're gonna roll with it. Oh, she puking. She puking. Oh, she really puking. Maybe we should tighten that back up. Grab a little cup or something. Yeah, we should grab a cup. Let me go grab a cup. I don't know where a cup is though. Yeah. I have nothing to catch this fluid with. Yeah. You know what? That's what the hose is for, I guess. Fudge it. Where did my magnet go? So I dropped my springs. Okay, let's go fishing. Can we get two? 2 for 1? No? Maybe? Avoid the puddle? Yeah. Gosh, this one spring is totally clapped out. Those are for the turbo blanket. Ooh. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna send it. We're gonna pull these fittings because the car's not gonna be running for a couple days anyway. Because I gotta wait for I don't know actually. I thought I was waiting for some, but I have all the parts that I need for this. But once this is all done, I'm gonna leave the car up on stands anyway because I'm gonna end up doing. Oh gosh darn it! It's just I don't like that much of a mess. Ooh, that's hot. Camera. Where's the camera? Okay. Girlfriend's home. How much is it gonna puke? Oh, I guess it. Oh no! Ooh. Ooh, it's a geyser. Oh dear. And then trying to work and not get your camera all dirty. That don't make anything easier. So we're okay, so this needs to be the high point for it to not leak. So we're gonna shove you over here. Yeah. I don't know if I have any more 90 fittings. I'll have to see. Back to trying to get this one off. I sabotaged myself. I really did. Absolutely sabotaged myself. Because there's no room to... Oh wait, no, I got it. Mildly, kind of. Sort of. Anyway, how's your guys' Sunday going? For those of you that may have left and then rejoined. What up, Matt? What's up, Capel? I'm sorry, butchered your name, whatever your name is. I know, these fittings were both blue. Oh, no they weren't. This one was black and now it's like brown. From heat, I'm assuming. Yo, I don't know how I'm supposed to get this stuff off and then back on. Because, like, I really did not make this easy on myself. I just like driving the car. I don't like working on cars anymore. This is literally like one of those, not even a quarter turn. This is a solid 1/8 of a turn at a time. And I have to keep switching, flipping, switching and flipping. No, she saw the phone and the camera going. She doesn't like to be on the videos. And I'm awkward, so. God, this thing only has 5 threads and I'm still working on it. Anyways, what's the most annoying part of your guys' car to work on? Because I think this is definitely the most annoying part of this one, is that bolt. Bottom right bolt on the turbo manifold flange thing, and this freaking water line. To be fair, I don't even know how I got this thing on to begin with. If this is hard, like, I must have been a wizard. It's either that or I probably had a lot more patience 3 months. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I suppose now I gotta set that there. come back, grab the camera. Del Sol is gone. Yeah, I was sad, but I'm more sad for the memories that I had with the car than the car actually being gone. Because, I don't know, I have a hard time, or I have a problem where I get really attached to physical objects, I guess, like my cars. Like, not attached. I get very sentimental, I guess. I don't know. You guys know what I mean. But I get, like, I don't know. It could be some random part that, say, like, my OEM optional armrest for my D8. Like, am I ever going to use it again? Probably not until I get another DA to do an OEM resto on. Do I want to sell it? No, because I have some sort of memory attached to that, and I don't know, it makes me not want to sell anything. So it was hard for me to sell the Del Sol for those reasons, but I don't know. As for what's next, I want to get a cheap car, something that needs just a little bit of work, and just fix and flip. I want to try fixing and flipping so that way I get some content, and that way I don't know, make some money. Stick with the DAs. Nah, if I were to stick with one platform, then I would never grow, and I'm not about staying still, because people like I think me and Mark from Honda Street Garage have had this discussion before, where he doesn't like that he chose to stick with just the Honda Street Garage name for a while. Actually, that's why he changed from Honda Street Garage to Mark HSG or whatever, because he didn't like that he, sorry, loud, had kind of put himself in this accidental, like, niche, so he felt stuck, and he couldn't do other stuff that he wanted to do because he felt he was obligated to do just Honda stuff, which obviously he's good at it. He kind of built up his following on that, but I've always been about doing what I want for my videos and just having fun with them. Turbo clamp. Instead of just, I don't know, listen. I take into heavy consideration what you guys want to see, but I'm not gonna, like, for example, stick to just one chassis or one manufacturer, because that's what people prefer that watch me. Like, I'm never gonna get more knowledge if I don't broaden my horizons, like, hence why I bought the Miata, something rear-wheel drive, some different manufacturer. It's fun, and now this is the most fun car, like, I've ever driven. Like, I love my Integra, and it's a different kind of fun, but this is a blast. So, I do definitely want to get another DA though. Get a bike? I had a bike. I'm scared of bikes though. Like, I like riding them, but I just, scary. I had one of my best family friends actually got hit a couple years back, and he died at the scene because he was just minding his business, and some lady pulled out on a main road too. She just completely pulled out and hit him from the side and killed him. Why does this thing suck? Watch my reviews and shit like that. So I appreciate that. Maybe someday I'll get to that level, but you know, I'm already, what are we, 2020? I'm 4 years into this, about to hit 18,000. So everybody moves at their own pace. I'm definitely a little sour that I'm moving as slow as I am, but it's not in my control. I can only do so much marketing. And social media is a tough game, and the auto community in general is a tough game, because look at me, anybody. There's a million people that are trying to do the exact same thing, whether it be Hondas, sorry for the voice crack, apparently I'm going through puberty again, whether it be Hondas or Mazdas, like Miatas, just car stuff in general. The market is extremely oversaturated, so it's hard to stand out when there's so many. So that's usually where I'd love to go to Tommy soon. I know he's been really busy the last few weeks. Yeah, slow, smooth, fast. That makes sense. I mean, I'd rather have a lower community base that's much more loyal than a high volume of traffic, or a large subscriber count that just doesn't care. Like, one thing, like Zosh. Like, Zosh is a super cool dude. I love him. But if you notice his channel, he's at, what, 250,000, give or take? But his subscriber to view count is very, very low. And I don't know if that's because the algorithm, or because his fan base is just, I don't know, say disloyal for lack of a better word, or they just don't care, or it's whatever. Like, I don't want to be like that. I hope to at some point be on the level of, like, see, Deadbeat Garage. Bravest, he has, what, 40,000 videos? Or 40,000 subscribers, somewhere around there. And he averages around a good 10,000 views a video, which is pretty good in reference. Obviously, I don't know what his subscriber watch rate is, because mine, I think it's 64% of my views come from people that aren't subscribed to my channel, which is frustrating because, I mean, it's all just a numbers game. It gets in your head a lot. Subscribers don't necessarily guarantee you views by any means, but it is kind of like, in certain cases, it's a bragging right, or a status thing, because look at Zosh, he's able to score the brand deals he gets, the sponsors he gets and stuff, because he has that large following. Granted, he's very good at advertising and marketing and stuff like that. He's learned a lot the last couple of years, but he's got the following to back it and to, like, whatever. Whereas somebody like me, who only has 18,000 subscribers, nobody really wants to sponsor me because they don't see that I have a large social media following, and it's a money game. Can't make a lot of money if there ain't a lot of people to be making money from, you know? Oh, this is the part that I didn't want to do. The turbo drain line is the hardest part to freaking get on this car because it's up. And I'm dyslexic as hell, so I always forget which way is left, which way is right, all that jazz. Like, I had a wrench in here that was, like, written on as -10. You know what? I think I lost it. I think I forgot it at a friend's house forever ago. That's not going to be it. That's definitely not it. What do I do? Oh wait, no, I lied, it's in here. Oh wait, no, I lied, I definitely did lose it. Because this is too big, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to use some small vice grip, or small adjustable pliers or something if I can find any. Rats. Yeah, Zosh is a cool freaking dude. I love hanging out with him. I only hung out with him twice. Once in Arizona when he was driving through, and then once in California. His personality is really what makes him him. I mean, obviously if you guys watch his videos, you would know that. He's just a super goofy, genuine dude. He's the same in person as he is on videos, and that's what I really like about him, because I've met people where they're one way on YouTube, and then they're, like, say, outgoing, happy, bubbly, whatever, and then in real life they're just bleh. Yeah, Zosh has the personality. I'm a much more calm person than Zosh. I have my moments, but Zosh is just, like, on full Red Bull all the time. I definitely left my wrench at somebody's house. I don't know where my little adjustable wrench went either. Well. I got lots of piping. And I'm starting to get a little bit more organized with parts. Like, I've got some pre-cut pie cuts here. Got these little thingies for my tube notching that I cut out. Some washers and some flat stock and some tubes and stuff that nobody buys. Oh yeah, I made a seat bracket for this wagon, like I said at the beginning of the stream, and I had to make spacers for it, and this is actually what I did. So this is some square tubing, welded on a cap to it, nice and TIG welded, and then drilled a hole and used a rivsert, and then I was able to bolt the seat directly to it like that. So, like that. Not that it was hard by any means, but I'm not a very creative person. You know, I may be at a total standstill here until I might have to run to Harbor Freight. It's 15/16, it's close, but I don't think that's it. I thought about redoing or doing another run of the Integra stickers, the first ones or whatever. Or I don't know, whichever one I did recently. I just needed to have somebody alter the image to take off the Hassport banner, and then, I mean, I suppose I could just go take a new picture. I essentially just want it where it's the car now, with the splitter, without the banner, and stuff. Yeah, my pliers, wrenches, whatever is apparently gone. So I think I'm gonna have to make a Harbor Freight run. Go get a new wrench or a new set of small adjustable wrench, because I have my big set over there, but I definitely don't have the clearance for that. So we're gonna start working on getting these bolts taken off, I guess, for that manifold. And it's gonna be a hot minute, so I'm gonna set the camera up on the wall. What's my phone battery at? 24%. So I'm gonna plug this hole in. Yeah, YouTube is essentially becoming modern TV. Okay, I don't know. I just had to plug my phone in, so give me a sec to figure out this whole situation here. Oh, you know what? That might work. Hope it don't fall though. So I'm gonna just end up taking this stuff off as is. And then, yeah, once the manifold's ready to come off, I'll just run up to Harbor Freight. Working on the Miata right now. I was about to start changing the engine mounts, which I'm still going to do, but in the midst of doing so, I found that my manifold is starting to crack in a small spot. So I am taking the manifold. Oh, okay, well, hi. Taking the manifold off at the moment, so that way I can re-weld it and replace the manifold gasket, because the manifold gasket also has a leak for the second time. But I'm wondering, oh dear, come on. Wondering if it's my torque specs or the sequence, because I don't think I torqued it in the right sequence, because I mean everybody's got their specs and all that jazz. And the Miata one, what did you say? The Miata one, I don't know, I didn't read it. I was like, oh, you know what, we'll just send it. And I sent it. I think I found out why you're not supposed to just send it. You know, is there any way to put this phone to where you can kind of see what I'm doing here without breaking it? Somewhere. Somehow. Apologize if there's any noises. I'm hitting buttons here. I don't know what's going on. Oh dear. Just trying to, you know, close enough. But yeah, so fixing Miata stuff. It's not help that these things are snug as a bug. This is my daily now. The Del Sol was my daily driver, and now that I sold it, the Miata is now my daily. Well, for the next couple of days while I'm working on this thing, the Integra is going to be the daily. Yeah, I probably don't need this thing there. It's just in my way at the moment. I don't know what I just dropped, but it might have, oh, it was my wire. It was my clamp. Not important. Goodness gracious. Nails and stuff everywhere. And I forgot to set the camera up. Okay. We'll just do a time lapse, because it's easy. Okay, got the one camera going. You have an RX-7. I love an RX-7. I used to have an 88 FC, and I regret selling it so badly. Such a freaking cool car. Every time I see one, I get sad. Okay, I need to pick that hose up. Come on. we go. Gosh, there's just no room to freaking work. I really like bamboozling myself with this whole setup. I don't know. What am I doing here? Come on. Does not help that I am short and this car is like 4 feet off the ground at the moment. Okay, got it. Come on. I'm straining myself. Okay. Finally. Another one. Oh, is that one loose? Gracias. Oh, this middle one sucks. Oh, that one I can get with the freaking big guy. This guy. No, I can't. I lied. I'm a liar. I'm a terrible person. Yeah, I definitely have made good choices in terms of mounting positions for stuff. This is not one of them. Okay. Yeah, there is just... It's been a hot minute since I've had to do this, mind you. And I have no idea what's going on here. All I know is that there's sharp stuff. I'm too short. Car's too tall. And I'm having a hard time here. DC2 braces. Yes, I did sell the Del Sol. DC2 braces. I have DC2 rears available. Fronts, just whenever somebody can drop one off. 11 would be sick. I mean, I just kind of want 8.6 just because I love old school cars like that, like old Japanese cars. There's actually a really nice one local around me that's like all panded out, like Treno, all that jazz. He doesn't come out much though. I don't know him personally, I've just seen him driving around, but I haven't seen him in a while. Almost. The other part that sucks is this water line is like, this hard water line is attached with this bolt, so it's like it makes it hard to get the whole thing off in general. Okay. One more to loosen, and then I have them all loose. No freaking way. Oh man, I can get it from up top. There's hope. Yeah. Okay. They're all loose. Oh, not that you guys saw much. Yeah, no, the 8.6 prices in general are ridiculous. I don't even think it's like an area thing. I think it's just like in general. People watch Initial D and they feel they need to have one. You're probably better off making sure these inside bolts are off before I finish up with these outside edge ones. I don't want the inside ones getting tight on me again. Of course. It's going to be like that. One of those ones where you get it and it unthreads just a little bit by hand and then gets tight again. See, this is why somebody needs to come up with like a ratcheting wrench that's battery powered. Like, just has a small little button on it, so you just stick it on there, you know, like that, and then you just hit the little button, and then it just rotates. And if somebody steals that idea, hit me up. Mention me. You biscuit. Oh, come on. It's one of those moments where you kind of just feel defeated, you know? You just want to throw the wrench again. Maybe kick a midget. Weed is now legal, yeah. I mean, you've been able to get your card forever now, but I think they just passed Prop 207 or something like that, where it's legal or something for 21 years and older, and expunges past criminal charges related to it or something. I don't know. I don't smoke, so that don't apply to me. Yay, 1 of 8. Goodness. 2. This oil line's right in the way. You know, I don't remember doing this much work the last time I changed out this gasket. Oh, yeah, that's not. Swivel bit wouldn't fit in here. I just don't think it would. I've tried pretty much everything, and the only thing I can get down here is wrenches, because the way the flange is on the bottom 3 bolts, it's just too close to the tube, to the runner. Why do threads hate me? Almost there. Need 2 more. Friggin' like hyperextending my knees over here. Kind of mad that my Cerakote's all chipped off on this manifold. It's probably half the reason it cracked where it did, because it's cracked right where the Cerakote's chipping. Oh, dude, it's clean. At least this one's coming off easy. But this one barely even fits on here. Yeah, that's like almost stuck against the runner. You have to like pull the manifold back a little bit to get that one on almost. Okay, just the outside ones. So that one we can use a ratchet for. Mitsubishi 3000 GTs. I think they're pretty cool. I don't know that I would ever own one. It's just not really my style of car, but they're cool. I really want another 2nd gen Eclipse. What was I looking for? 14 mil. I'll put you guys here, maybe, I don't know, there, somewhere. There's nowhere to put you because the car is plugged in. Oh dear. I got a fresh battery in this thing, like a brand new battery. This thing's a little monster now. It's got so much more power, it feels like. Come on. Okay. 2 more. Okay. Alright, well, we got all the bolts. Our efforts did not go in vain. It's ready to come off now. I just gotta figure out that oil drain line situation since I need to. What did I do? Why are you freaking out? Since I need to figure out how to get a wrench down there since I don't have one. Where's my phone at? 27. Well, I'm gonna end the live stream here. It's already been an hour. Did not feel like it's been an hour. I'm gonna go pick up a 1-inch wrench so I can get this off. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in the next video. Next video will probably be either tomorrow or Tuesday. I have a video to go up. I just need to edit it. So, anyways, guys, talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out.